A very energetic morning to all my loving students. This is Alpna Shukla, and once again, I welcome back to you all in biology class. As we know, very soon our half-yearly exam is going to be begun. So already I shared syllabus of half-yearly to you all of you, and today we are going to revise our chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plant. So reproduction in plant include the both sexual and asexual means. Most of the flowering plant reproduce sexually, ultimately producing flower. Flowers are the fertile in the process of sexual reproduction. This is why flowers are also referred to as the reproductive part of a plant. So the complete flower typical consists of the pedicel, sepals, petals, calyx, stamen, that is the male reproductive part, comprise the another anther and the filament, pistil the female reproductive part, and comprising the three parts stigma, style, and ovary. As you can see in this diagram, so sexual reproduction in plant. First is the pre-fertilization structures and the events. The male and the female reproductive structure in the flower, the androecium and the gynoecium differentiate and further undergoes the development discussed below are the male and female part in briefly. So first is the stamen. Stamen consists of two parts, filament and the slender, that is the slender and the long stalk, and the anther, the valve structure, each lobed having the two trachea, hence they are the ditrachous. Anther is the tetragonal structure, comprising microspongia situated at the edges, two per lobes. The microspongia develop into the pollen case. Later on, the micro processing is the formation of the microspores through the meiosis from the pollen mother cell. Pollen grain are the representation of the female gametophytes. Pollen grain are the representative of the male gametophyte. Maturity of the pollen grain is indicated by the two cells, vegetative cells and the generative cells. So pistil or megaspermium or the and embryosic. The female reproductive part of the flower are the gynoecium, may be the monocarpellary or multicarpellary. Each pistil consists of stigma, pollen grain landing sites, style, sex envelope, and the pistil or ovary. The ovarian cavity present in the ovary comprising the placenta from where the megaspongia embryos commonly referred to as the ovals. The oval consists of the following structure, funicle and helium. Intergametes, microbial, calza, nucleus, ambrose egg or the female. The gametophyte, an oval is formed from the megaspore. Formation of megaspore from the MMC is referred to as the megaspongius. Mostly one of the four megaspores is functional which develop into the female gametophyte. The rest are the degenerated. At the maturity, a typical angiosperm's embryo sac, although the detached 8 nucleate, but it is 7 celled. Now, stage of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Based on the presence of the either stamen or pistil or both, a flower can be classified into unicellular or bisexual. Sexual reproduction in flowering plant is divided into three stages. First is the pollination. So pollination is the process of transferring the pollen grain across the another and the stigma of the same flower of the plant or to a flower to the different plants for the process of fertilization and the production of the seeds. The agent involved in the transferring the pollen grains are bird, wind, animal and water. Kinds of pollination. First is the autogamy. Pollination takes place within the same flower, where the pollen grain from the anther are the transferred to the stigma of the same flower. It's known as autogamy. Now, gytonogamy. It is the type of pollination the pollen grain are transferred from the another anther to the stigma of a different flower but the same plant. Xenogamy, it is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of a different plant. Now, how zygote formed. So, after the pollination, the male gamete is transferred down through the style of the pistil of the ovary, and the male gametes are fused with the female gamete to form a zygote. The zygote is located near the embryo sac, situated at the micropyle end where the embryo develops. Typical zygotes split only after a some amount of endosperm is formed. This ensures nutrition is rendered to the developing embryo. Now, how formation of fruits and seeds take place. After the formation of a zygote, it is allowed to develop in an embryo. The ovules develop into seed and ovary develop into a fruit. So, the ultimate product of sexual reproduction is seed is angiosperms. Typical formation of seed take place within fruits. Seeds are advantageous structured in the following way. The process of seed formation is dependable as other reproductive process like fertilization and pollination, and the water dependent. For the dispersal of nearby habit, seeds have a better adapting strategy, helping species to colonize other areas. Young seedlings are the self-nourished unit until the photosynthesis, as they have enough food received. So these are the some steps. That's all for today. Once again, you revise all the topic from this chapter and be ready for half yearly examination. In next class, we will revise our next chapter, reproduction in human beings. Thank you and have a nice